Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. All odds are against you. And you start off the opening drive as a defense with an interception, and you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing that they can win this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the tailback's got it again. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, when somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start to this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up second down.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Tight end makes the grab. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The game sets up a 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body, or they're going to turn it over every time.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
First down, West Virginia. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, West Virginia 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Extra point, not quite down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. On first down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. Throw to the running back in the flat.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
LSU now operating in the red zone. It's an option look. They'll toss it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here comes the handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Pressure is coming. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He makes the grab. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team.
And the LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
First down, looking to throw the ball. There's contact on the throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On third down, he drops to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Middle's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion possession, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Ball is incomplete and broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's going to take off here. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And there's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Making people miss. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. He finds his man. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Send the back in motion. It's the running back in the flat. Touchdown, LSU. And they will claim the 2nd half lead.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the stop.
Of 10.
The marker, it's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
It's a QB sneak.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Virginia, 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And this time it's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw, testing the middle. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is the risk you take as a defensive coordinator when you play press man. You're betting that your guy's better than that receiver. Pretty good coverage, but how about the throw by the quarterback to take away any...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
Kicking team after the PAT try. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Ball carried by the running back. He's brought down near the 49-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down. But what will be the play call?
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They can't stop him. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner one down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle is made that's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
A really nice conversion here on that pass. And remember, they pick up this first down to stop the clock. Look at the clock here. You don't need to panic. You need to be in a little bit of hurry-up mode, but no need to panic at this point in the game.
They've got him down out near the 40.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Running play called on 3rd and short. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Ball handed to the running back. And the ball to the ground. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Short return tackle made at the 27. And crucial takeaway.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Offense comes out to start this drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
With the score all time.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. When receivers are running good routes, he has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the point after is right down the middle.
42, West Virginia, 35.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Lets it go. Oh, it's a huge overtime interception. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.